Very excited, and obviously it gets to air on ABC, so there will be a wide audience that gets to watch it. And I think the thing that I love about it the most, I think it showcases a lot of things that the normal fan doesn't get to see, whether it's, what we do in our daily life outside of basketball. Obviously, fans really think they know us, just from what they see on the court for, a couple hours, multiple times a week. So I think that's the best thing about it. It kind of goes more into your why of like why you play basketball and what it means to you, and then everything else that goes into that. Obviously, as a student athlete, it follows the three of us as we're in college. Obviously, it's different now as a pro, but there's so many other commitments that you have to make as you go through college. But yeah, I'm just excited for everybody to see, and the premiere was fun, and it was cool to have them there and some of my other teammates and enjoy that experience with them.
Yeah, I was able to go to the premiere, and honestly, I enjoyed it. I'm excited for the rest of it to come out. But I think what's super important about this is that they get to tell their stories. You get to see more about their background, about their family, about, just like Caitlin said, why they play basketball, what's their why. And so it's really special that we get to get a little insight deeper for them.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And best of luck this season.
All right. Thanks. We'll go to Christos. Christos, you're going to be followed by Kent. Christos.
Hello, ladies. Hope you're doing well. Christosportal.gr. Question for both Caitlin and Aliyah. This season, the Fever have become one of the hottest teams in the WNBA. A lot of interest about the team from the fans. What does it mean to you? And is it kind of a responsibility to inspire younger ages and younger kids to watch WNBA or play in the WNBA in the future?
I think just us being the people that we are, the players that we are, that comes with the territory. Being in a position like this, you want to be able to inspire the younger generation, whether that's boys or girls, because you want them to be able to dream big. And so it's really nice that the Fever has this much energy, that the WNBA, the league as a whole, has this much energy coming around with fans just continuing to follow their favorite player from college into the league, because this is what we're supposed to. We're supposed to inspire so that everything around us can continue to grow.
I agree with Leah.
All right, thanks. We're going to Kent. Kent, you're going to be followed by Courtney.
Hi, Kent Youngblood from the Minneapolis Star Tribune. I have a question for Caitlin and kind of a question for everybody in relation. I was wondering now that this is new, kind of playing through all this interest and fanfare, but have you found is the key to being an effective player, being able to concentrate on what you're doing as a player amid all this hoopla? And to the others, the arrival of Caitlin and the increased interest, I was wondering, how do you as a team maintain focus?
Honestly, like for me, I feel like I have pretty good experience in the noise and the pressure and whatever it is. Like there's kind of been that over the course of my career throughout Iowa. So coming here, I don't think it's like that big of an adjustment for me. I mean, my main focus just remains on the court and, what I need to do to prepare every night. I'm still trying to learn like how we go about things. And, obviously this is new for me. This is only my second WNBA game. So, I don't think there's any way to get distracted. I think I'm just grateful for, obviously the support, the excitement. And I think, this is what the league and the players in this league have deserved for a really long time. So I think it's just something you embrace and you enjoy and you navigate it that way. But I don't think it's anything that you feel overwhelmed by any means. So I think just embrace it, and sure, maybe it'll be different or it'll be super loud or whatever it is. But more than anything, I think it's just an exciting opportunity. So just embrace it and go about it like that, more than feeling overwhelmed.
I agree with that. Having Caitlin here is just great for this franchise, for the people of Indiana, just because of how much eyes that she draws. But just how she said, it's just something that you embrace. You enjoy this moment. Just having fans, having everyone come, everyone just excited to watch you play. Caitlin has continued to open the doors for a lot of people just because of the attention that she draws. And so, it's just really great.
All right, thanks. We'll go next to Courtney, and then Jordan, and then Willie. Courtney, Jordan, Willie.
You don't want your answer.
This is Courtney from the Real Deal podcast. This question is for Caitlin and Aliyah. What have you guys learned about each other over the last couple of months you guys been together with training camp and heading into the season?
Well, this is off the court, but I watched that premiere and I know she can dance in the circle. So
no, do not tell anybody that, and don't tell Edub that, because no, I don't dance. I won't dance. I can't dance. So, I don't know. I think the thing about Aliyah is just like, she like knows basketball so well. Like her IQ is very high, and I think as a point guard, like that's just so nice to be able to play with. Like you don't have to, tell her where to go every time. Like she just has a really great feel for the game, and that's not something you can really like always, tell unless you're getting to play with somebody. So, I think that's what I appreciate the most. And I think obviously like she's still like sky's the limit for her. Like I still think that she's just going to get better and better every single time she takes the course. So for me, like that's just exciting to watch.
And I feel like I can say the exact same thing about Caitlin. I mean, being able to play with her, I feel like in college, you saw everything that she can be able to do, but to be on the same team, it's been really nice just being able to understand how she plays. I mean, she's a fantastic shooter, but I think what stands out too is her ability to pass the ball. I mean, Caitlin can lead you. She can lead you to wherever you need to go. She knows where the right pass has to be, and she also just snipes it. I mean, it's really hard for defenders because she draws so much attention. I mean, she does snipe it. Do you see that? Come off a stagger. It's going up and it's going in. Hopefully. Girl, it is.
All right, we'll turn to Jordan. Jordan, you're going to be followed by Willie and then Michael Lee. Jordan.
Hey, ladies. Hope you all are doing well today. My question is for both Aaliyah and Caitlin. Just talk about what training camp has been like and just some of the improvements you're wanting to make as the season goes on.
It's been so much fun. It has been. I think we've done a great job. It has been fun. Thank you. It's all about fun. Thank you. It's been fun. I think Coach Christie has just done a great job emphasizing what's going to be important for us this year, being able to play that Dallas game and see where we need to continue to improve and what we need to work on. It's been great. I mean, it's definitely been intense because you know that this is a hard league. I mean, we play teams every other day and we just have to be ready. And so I think she's just done a great job preparing us for each and every game so far.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like having these two preseason games when they are, we played one early, but then we got to kind of go back and work on some stuff, and then we get to come back tonight and, go out there and try to play again and hopefully get a little bit better and then go back and work on some more stuff. So I feel like they're all spaced out really great, but, when we've been back at practice, like it's been training camp, like we've been working hard, we've been competing. So I think that's been fun. I think that's the best way for us to learn too and get to play with each other is, just go out there and compete every single day, play hard, and that's exactly what we've been doing.
All right, thanks. Go to Willie. Willie, you're followed by Michael Lee. Willie.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good morning and good afternoon, ladies. Willie Ramirez in Las Vegas. Caitlin, at your introductory press conference, if I'm not mistaken, you made mention how the one area you knew you were going to be working on was defense, and you'd hope at times that your offense would sort of overshadow that and make up for it. I'm wondering about Lexi Hull and what you sort of picked up from her, how you bonded with her. She's known as a defensive specialist. 2 years ago, she was a defensive player of the year at Athletes Unlimited. Just what you got from her and how you bonded with her.
Yeah, I think Lex is somebody on our team that will literally do anything that the coaches ask. She's just such an unselfish player. But I think the biggest thing about her on defense is like she's willing to take any challenge, no matter who it is, whether it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, really anybody on the court, she's willing to guard them. But also like she's just always active. Her hands are out, her feet are moving, she's in passing lanes. And that's something that, not a lot of people always want to do, but that's something Lex always embraces. She never shies away from that moment. So it's been fun to watch, but also like she's just a great teammate and a great person. So we're definitely lucky to have her on our team.
All right, thanks. We'll go to Michael Lee. Michael, you'll be followed by Christina. Michael. All right, Michael Lee, we're going to skip. We're going to go to Christina. Christina, go ahead.
Hey, ladies. Thanks for being here. My question is for Caitlin. Has there been anything that has exceeded your expectations within your transition from college to the WNBA?
I don't know. That's hard. I think for the most part, it's kind of what I expected. I mean, I guess at the pace that like we put stuff in, like in college, you have like a month and a half to like officially have practice before your first game. So like you're going like slowly, only putting like one thing in at a day. So I think just like at the pace, like you got to learn. Like you better know it the first time coach says it because we don't have time to go back to it, and we're not going to go back to it. So I guess just that, like the pace of, how things are installed and what you have to know. But that makes sense for you only have like a week and a half to prepare for your first game. So that's kind of is what it is. And I think when you're at this level as a pro, like you just got to understand that and be ready to move at a faster pace. And especially as a point guard, like those are just things you have to know to help out everybody else too.
All right, thanks. Try once again, Michael, if the audio issues have been solved. Michael? All right, the answer is no. We're going to
Or
switch.
Michael. Shout out, Michael.
All right, we're going to go to Lucas and then Summer. Lucas and Summer.
Hi, so I have a question for Caitlin and for Aliyah. What's your go-to music to get pumped? And how much of an input, this is especially for Caitlin, do you plan to have as a locker room DJ?
I don't listen to music before games, so I can't answer.
I listen to gospel music. It just keeps my mind calm and me at peace before we get out there.
I like silence.
All right, we're going to go to Summer.
This one's for Caitlin. I just first want to say congratulations on everything that you've accomplished. I know that you're very busy, but I'm just curious, is there something else that you like to do that comes very close to your love for the game?
I like warm chocolate chip cookies, so I guess that, making those. Oh, I'm tired. Well, when my mom would come to my games at Iowa, like she would always bring like a dessert or something for my teammates and the coaching staff. So we'll have to keep that going. So when they all right, Ann Clark, if you're hearing this, bring the desserts
Cookies,
to
warm cookies.
May 16th versus New York. You heard it.
All right, we're going to turn to Chico and then Sean. Chico.
Hi, my question is for Caitlin. You played Angel Reese in an AAU championship game ways back. I think you were on the Iowa Attack and she was on Team Takeover. I'm just wondering if you remember anything about that matchup and what maybe stood out about her back then that might still reign true today.
Oh gosh, that feels like forever ago, but the thing like that really stands out is the offensive rebounds. Like she did the exact same thing that she did to us when we were in college too. Like she was just such a great offensive rebounder. Her entire team was. That's what Team Takeover, I believe. They were really good. They ended up beating us, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's the thing I remember is the offensive rebounding. She's always just had a knack for that, and it's not always something that you can teach. I think she just has a really good eye for the ball off the rim and like can go get it, is aggressive, wants it, and that's just something that she's always had in her game.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Sean.
Hello, Sean Schultz, WNBA Swish. Questions for Caitlin. First of all, how are you? And secondly, what has surprised you most as far as getting to know your new teammates or just training camp in general that you didn't expect?
Honestly, like nothing's like unexpected. Like I feel like it's everything that I really expected. Like everybody has just been so kind and welcoming, and I don't know, like I think the culture here is just really special. Like everybody just really wants the best for one another. They have each other's backs, and you're in training camp and people are vying for spots, but like it doesn't like it feels that way in the competitive aspect, but at the same time the way everybody supports each other and wants the best for each other, it doesn't feel like that. And I mean, this is my first training camp, so you don't always know really what to expect, but for me, like that just makes it that much easier as a rookie coming in. So that's just something that I'm really grateful for, honestly.
And you're doing good?
I'm great. Yep. Thank you.
All right, thanks. We're going to turn to Blake and Brad. Blake.
Hey, this is Blake Spadaro from Blake's Take. I got a question for Caitlin and Aliyah. Caitlin, how has the transition been playing and going from Lisa Bluter's system to now Coach Sides' system? And Aliyah, what advice have you given to Caitlin going into her rookie season?
Yeah, I think the transition honestly like has been pretty smooth. Like the things you do in the W are, obviously going to be different than what you do in college. There's rules that are different, but I think the biggest thing is like we want to play fast here. I wanted to play fast in college. I think coach has allowed me to have a lot of freedom. The same with Coach Bluter when I was in college. So I think that's the biggest thing. We wanted to get a lot of pick and roll action in college too. So now I get to play with one of the best posts. Like how lucky am I? So I think, the transition has been smooth. I think, like I said, like I'm learning new stuff every single day. So just being able to learn from day to day and put it all together. But there's been things that have been different. There have been things that have been the same. And that's kind of what I expected.
I feel like us as a whole have just continued to encourage Caitlin, because we know the type of player that she is, the type of competitor that she is, to just go out there and continue to be her, just be confident. I feel like we continue to tell her, like, we trust her to continue to take good shots, make the right play, and I feel like that's the best advice, especially taking this next step to be a professional athlete. Know the type of player that she was in college, just continue to let her do that and just continue to have her back no matter what.
Thanks, ladies.
All right, thanks. Brad, you're up.
Yes. Hi, ladies. How are you? Brad Lake, WBB Nation, WNBA Switch. This question is for Coach. To piggyback about your rotations, can you speak of how important your bench will be tonight? Grace, Maya, Christy, and others, and how they're going to complement the starting five?
Yeah, I think to kind of hit on what Caitlin talked about with our culture, I think we've put the right people in the room, and yet we still have to make a couple cuts. But those guys, the subs that are coming off the bench are just as important as the first five, without a doubt. We've got a 12-man roster, an injury here, there, and your name can be called, and you've got to be ready to play big minutes. And I know those names that you just mentioned, if their number is called, they will be ready to play however many minutes are needed. Just like these guys said, everybody's got each other's back. It feels good. It's competitive in our practices. It's really competitive. But at the end of the day, these guys want the best for each other, and the competitive nature is just like with these two leading the way. I mean, these guys want to win. And everybody just kind of feeds off them. So as competitive as they are, everyone else just falls right in line.
I thank you, ladies.
All right, thank you. We're going to try one more time for Michael. I know you were having audio issues. Michael
Come on,
Lee.
Michael. You got it, Mike. You got it, Mike.
Can you hear me?
Yay!
All right.
Yes.
My question is for Caitlin. I wanted to ask you about the first letter that you received. I believe it was from Missouri State, and just what it was like to get that letter at that point to now, where you said the attention is not something that phases you, and how did you get to the point where it became normal, where it didn't affect you?
Well, honestly, like I don't even remember because I didn't get the mail when I was in 7th grade, and my parents did. And I honestly I didn't they didn't let me know I was getting recruited or anything. Like I kind of knew, but that wasn't a thing. Like my parents didn't really allow that. They shouldn't. I'm in 7th grade. Like I'm worried about going to recess and hanging out with my friends. So, I mean, but it was from Missouri State, and Jackie Stiles, somebody that has been one of the best players in our game. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, I don't remember a ton, but I obviously remember throughout my recruiting process the amounts of mail that I did get, and how cool and special that was. And I always dreamed of going and playing basketball and college, and then obviously now to be here in the WNBA, that feels like yesterday. So it's kind of cool to be here and have life kind of come full circle.
How do you maintain a level head and not allow the attention to affect you?
I mean, I think it's just the people that I surround myself with every single day, whether it's the people that we have in our locker room, whether it's my family, whether it's the coaching staff, whether it was here or whether it was at Iowa. Those people always kept me grounded, and I still feel like that young kid. I don't feel like I'm this big figure that's larger than life. To me, I just love playing basketball. And that's why I continue to remind myself every single day is how grateful I am to be here and be in this place. And the opportunities that I've been given because of basketball have been tremendous. So I think it's just the people around me that have allowed me to remain grounded and enjoy every second of what I've been doing.